Appears Young Bae mom is missing, and Young Bae is upset and afraid that something might have happened to her. So they decided to go on a trip to Korea. So anyway, these are what the issues are that are going on. These are the issues of the day, and the issues are happening on the Black Ink Crew. So let's talk about it. Anyway, this is Issues of the Day, coming to you to talk about Black Ink Crew. So I'm going to give you my opinion on what went down on this episode. So rock with me. So let's talk about it. So, you know, I guess they needed a reason to take a trip to put some interest in the show. You know, I guess Donna's fighting every week on the show was not enough, you know, for this show. So they decided that they would take a trip to Korea. So they had them raised up some money. Apparently they raised up some money and they gave it to Young Bae for this trip to go find out where her mom is. You know, they find it in the kindness of their heart to give this money up to help Young Bae to go on this trip to Korea to see what's going on with her mom. You know, but, you know, in my opinion, it's just for the storyline so that they can have somewhere to go. Like I said, I guess Donna getting into a fight, you know, with her ex-roommate, you know, her ex-roommate went to help me Howard. Also, she got into a fight with the new manager. And let's not forget, she sprayed pepper spray on somebody. So, you know, I guess they got tired of that storyline with Donna getting into another fight. They couldn't find nobody else for Donna to get into a fight too. So, guess what? Now they're going to take a trip. You know, that's what they do on these reality shows. They take trips, you know. I guess we didn't need to see, what's her name, going back to Atlanta with Cisa. Wow, I can't think of the girl's name. You know, she's one of the main characters on the show. But, anyway, I can't think of her name right now. But she's C's good friend. So anyway, they going on a trip to South Korea. And guess who went first class? First class was C's and I can't think of her name right now. I don't know. Anyway, drop her name down in the comments, please, because I can't think of her name right now. And she's such a main character on the show. Anyway, C say that he and she is going to fly first class because they is the bosses of the shop, so they should be the ones who fly first class. So whoever knew that she was the boss of the shop, I thought he was the boss of the shop and she was just a good friend of his. But now he's saying that she's a boss as well. But, you know, she does seem to be managing the shop in Atlanta, and then she went back to manage the shop in New York. So I guess she is somewhat of a boss, but you know, in my opinion, Young Bae is worried about her mom, and they are going on this trip to help Young Bae. So, in my opinion, she should have been the one to ride first class. So, what do you think about that? You know, they put C's and his friend in first class, but Young Bae is the reason for the trip, and she got to ride with the regular people, you know. So, to me, that's unacceptable. She should have been in the first class. She's worried about her mom. She should have been easing her mind, getting some sleep and rest, you know, instead of riding all cramped up with the rest of the folks, in my opinion. But anyway, what do you think about it? Let me know. So anyway, they arrived in South Korea, and why? Oh, her name is Sky. Yes, her name is Sky. That crazy chick Sky, you know, the crazy actor chick on the show. Yeah, her. But anyway, Sky arrives in South Korea. Now, and she had a mask on her face, talking about she's trying to protect herself from all the nuclear fallout that's going on. So what does she think a mask is going to do? Now, that shows that she doesn't know anything about nuclear fallout. And she thinks that putting a little bit of a piece of paper mask on her face is really going to help her. She needs something more sophisticated, you know. But anyway, I don't know if all the masks in the world would help if they decide to activate those nuclear things over there in North Korea. But anyway, you know, she was being funny anyway. Anywho, I'm going to play along with it. So they arrived there and they went to the home of Young Bae's mom house. So they went to the lady's home, and even though I don't know when the last time Young Bae has been in there, but she was knocking on the door when nobody was answered. Nobody was answering the door, so her mom was not there apparently. But guess what? She had the code. She still has the code after all this time. I don't know if it's been a year since she's been there, 2 years, or how long. But she still remembers the code to her mom's home. So she wound up going into the home because guess what? She has the code. Somehow, miraculously, the codes came back to her. Not the nuclear codes, but the codes to get into her mom's. I guess this was an apartment there in South Korea. So she got up into the house and her mom is not there. So this is worrisome, folks. This is really worrisome. I mean, the mom's cell phone was there, but the mom was not there. So, and she's saying that her dad is threatening to come and kill her mom. So this is really scary. So this is really suspenseful, even though I hope her mom is doing okay. It just looks weird, that her mom is not there. So hopefully, they find her mom on the next episode, because on this episode, they wasn't able to find her mom. So, but they leave and they look for her in another place, some empty transportation containers where they used to hang out, I guess, to hide away, to get away from her father. She's not there as well. So they didn't find her. So they decided that they would go ahead and experience Korea. Korea, the streets of Korea look similar to me like the streets of America, just streets where cars run on paved streets from what I can see. So to me, it just looks like similar to American society, except for, they went to this place where they have this Korean food. Now, the food on the street, they have octopus. They out there chopping up octopus, and who knew when you chopped up octopuses they still be moving around right after you chop them up. Oh, it looks kind of freaky. And they eat stuff looks like some kind of live worms they was eating. Anyway, some Korean type food. But Donna, she got kind of sentimental about them chopping up baby octopuses, so she tried to save one of the octopuses. I guess she got a sensitive side to her, even though she liked to fight people all the time. She got the sensitive side to her as well. So she decided she wanted to save one of the octopuses. So, yeah. So, but, what one interesting thing happened there was that, Teddy decided to try some of the noodles. They just looked like oodles of noodles. And Kit, she decided that she would eat some of the noodles too. So they was eating out the same container, so it seemed like, and kind of like reminiscence of, like they said, Lady in the Tramp, where they was eating noodles and then you would meet up with each other and they might wind up kissing, but they didn't wind up kissing. Yeah, but Sky didn't like it for some reason, because she said her and Teddy used to have a thing, and she didn't like the fact that it seems like Kit was getting too cozy with her ex. So I guess she don't want anybody in the shop to wind up dating her ex. So she kind of let Teddy know that she wasn't having that. She kind of did some domestic violence on him. Seemed like she hit him or something, and then it was over with. It wasn't no big hit or anything. And then right after that, she was fine and they was laughing and they was talking together like nothing had happened. So that's just how this crazy show goes. So that's what went down on this show. They also went to see some bebop dancers. The Koreans, they into the break dancing in their own kind of way. So they have taken over the break dancing, so it would appear. They like the break dance. They some good dancers. So I guess not only black people break dance, even though black people don't really break dance like that anymore from what I can see. It looks like the Koreans, they are really into the break dancing, all on the floor spinning, break dancing. They can do it. So that was what was going on in Korea. So, it was very interesting to see how they get down, how they dance, how they eat, what the streets of Korea are like. So one other thing happened on this episode was that, Donna was throwing up and so was Young Bae. So really they got the pregnancy test for Donna, but Young Bae decided she didn't want to make Donna feel uncomfortable, so she would take the test with her too. So they took the test. She and Donna took the test. Now, who do you think was pregnant? Was it Young Bae? Was it Donna? Or neither one of them? But guess what? Thank goodness Donna is not pregnant. I don't think this would be the right time for her. But when is the right time? You have to be careful. But, Young Bae is pregnant. But, Young Bae has a steady guy as well. Seems like she has a guy who... But, seems like they just moved in together. But, I guess they've been dating for a while. So hopefully it works out for her. turns out that she is pregnant. So Young Bae is the one that's pregnant. So what do you think about all this? What do you think about Young Bae being pregnant? What do you think about Young Bae not being able to find her mom? What do you think about them taking a trip to South Korea? Do you think that, she's really looking for her mom? Or is it just a storyline? I hope she finds her mom, because sometimes these things do be for storylines, but there'll be a bit of truth in them as well. So I guess we're going to have to see on the next episode if she locates her mom, because now I'm feeling kind of scary for her mom, with the cell phone there. But that's what went down on this episode of Black Ink Crew, in my opinion. Let me know what your thoughts were on the episode. Let me know what you thought of my commentary as well. And while you're on the channel, make sure you go ahead and thumbs up this video. It only takes a second. You're already right here. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel as well. I'm going to need some more subscriptions. I'm trying to make it to 1,000 subscriptions. The way I understand it is you got to make 1,000 subscriptions before you can start running commercials and, try to monetize, because a sister have bills to pay. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. This is Issues of the Day. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.